Hi again, Year 9. So well done on reaching lesson 2. So for this one, you're going to be looking at ancient crime and punishment. So you will see on Google Classroom, there's 3 Word docs. So there's ancient Rome, ancient Persia, or ancient China. I want you to pick at least 2, but I, would love it if you did all 3. If you're going to pick any though, make sure Persia is in the mix. It's not, so their crimes in Persia aren't as written out. China and Rome both came up with here is a list of crimes that you will read about. Persia didn't necessarily have a very short list of crimes. They had a very large list of crimes that changed from city to city. But what they did have was violent torture. So if you want to look at some crazy violent torture, I suggest looking at ancient Persia. It's crazy. Anyway, so you're going to pick at least 2, most hopefully 3. And as you read them, I want you to jump on the compare. Oh, before I do that though, each document at the top does have a YouTube clip. So the YouTube clip is slightly different. It's one that I found. It is slightly different to everything that is in the Word document. But it covers the same sort of stuff most of the time. So if you'd prefer to have a look at the YouTube clip, each of them I think are about 10 minutes. If that is something that you'd prefer, then go for it. Except maybe Ancient Rome does it. Once you've got that up, here is what you're doing. So for name and define, you'll put ancient Persia. And then I want you to name the ancient civilization and their goal and punishment. What was their goal? What was the thing? Was it to protect the king? Was it to protect the empire? What was the purpose? Describe. So in that, I want you to say, what is the crime? And you can kind of list them shorthand. Explain significance. How were these crimes punished? So here you're telling me about the punishments. And then analyze. So this is a tricky one. This is where your brain starts thinking. So what are the strengths and weaknesses of their definition of crimes and how this was punished? So when I want you to look at it, we'll be looking at it from our own judgmental viewpoint. So putting our own values on top of theirs, but let's give it a go. Do you think that what they did prevented more crime? Do you think it gave justice to the victims? Do you think that their crimes and punishments led to a better society? Do you think that they were fair? Okay. What's good about it? Maybe if you flay people alive in ancient Persia where you strip all their skin off while they're still alive, maybe that's really good at preventing more crimes because it scares the bejeebers out of everyone, but maybe it's not a very fair thing to do. Strengths and weaknesses, yeah? Positives and negatives. Once you've done that, at the end of your document is a question I want you to think about. And it's, the ancient world was just as fair as today's world. I want you to tell me what you think about this in at least 5 sentences. That means I need to count 5 full stops, guys. And ideally, I would like some complex and compound sentences in there. So when you look back, can we compare ours? Is our world fairer than the ancients' world? Is the ancient world fairer than ours? Are they both equal? I mean, maybe you question what fairness is. Any thoughts about that statement? Again, can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Any questions, please let me know. Remember, if you need a hand, I have set this document up that Miss Carnegie or I can jump straight on with you on the Google Classroom version and help you, and we could be at the same time. So don't be concerned. Feel free to comment, I need some help, and if we can't jump on straight away, we'll set up a time with you. Remember, Miss Carnegie is with us Thursdays and Fridays. So good luck and reach out if you need it. Have a good week, Year 9.